Imagine a king relinquishing his throne, not in defeat, but to place the crown on his own successor with his own hands. In February 2026, a video surfaced that sent shockwaves through the dancehall universe. It showed Vybz Kartel, the incarcerated icon many call the current GOAT, lowering a crown onto the head of Beenie Man. The internet lost its mind. Was this a digital forgery, a fan-made fantasy, or a virtual passing of the torch? When asked about it, Beenie Man just laughed and told a reporter, "I don't even know who do that." But here is the thing about the king of dancehall. He doesn't need a deep fake to validate his reign. He has been the ruler for over 4 decades, and as of 2026, he is not abdicating. He is just entering his immortal era. Today, we are not just looking at a musician. We are dissecting a monarchy. We are going inside the lavish life, the controversial reign, and the staggering net worth of the man born Moses Davis. We will walk through his 8-bedroom fortress in the Jamaican hills, count the cars in his garage, and uncover how a 5-year-old who DJ'd for loose change built a $4 million empire. But fair warning, this story does not have a fairy tale ending. It is a story of survival, scandal, sickle cell, and a new single that claims legends never fade. Stick around until the end, because I will show you the one question Beenie Man refuses to answer in 2026, and it might just change how you see the king forever. To understand how Beenie Man became the undisputed king of dancehall, you have to forget everything you know about the music industry. There were no talent shows like American Idol. There were no high-budget music videos. There were only sound systems. Born in the Waterhouse district of Kingston, Jamaica, in 1973, Moses Anthony Davis was thrust into a world where reputation was built with a microphone and a rhythm. His uncle, Sidney Knowles, wasn't just any relative. He was the drummer for the legendary Jimmy Cliff. So, music was in the blood. But what happened next is the stuff of folklore. At just 5 years old, little Moses wasn't playing with toy cars. He was toasting, the Jamaican art of chanting over a beat, for the sheer love of it. He was so small that the sound system operators had to lift him up just to reach the microphone. Imagine a kindergartner commanding the attention of a rough Kingston crowd. By the age of 8, he wasn't just a gimmick, he was a champion. He won the prestigious Tasty Talent Contest in 1981, a feat that caught the ear of the most powerful producer in Jamaica, Henry Junjo Laws. Before he hit puberty, Beenie Man had already recorded his first single, Too Fancy, and released his debut album, The Invincible Beenie Man, the 10-year-old DJ wonder. At 10 years old, he had done what most artists dream of a lifetime. He had an album, but the streets of Waterhouse are unforgiving, and child stars are often chewed up and spat out. Beenie Man had to disappear for a while, finish school, and travel, but the hunger never left him. He was just waiting for the right moment to return and claim what he always believed was his. The 1990s were the battlegrounds where kings were forged, and Beenie Man came back with a sword in each hand. He honed his craft alongside giants like Ninja Man and Shabba Ranks, but it was a rivalry that would define his career. In 1993, a feud erupted with Bounty Killer. The accusations flew: style theft, catchphrase copying. This wasn't a social media beef. This was a sound clash war. They actually released an album called Guns Out, capturing the tension. But here is the secret to Beenie Man's longevity. He turned rivalry into revenue. He settled the feud, collaborated, and later in life, they would create magic together. But before the peace, there was dominance. In 1993, he had his first #1 single in Jamaica with Matty, and he won the DJ of the Year award. And then he did it again, and again. He won it 8 consecutive years. 8. That isn't luck, that is a dynasty. He found his artistic home at Shocking Vibes Studio, and the hits just kept coming. But there was a spiritual shift too. Under the guidance of legendary producers Sly and Robbie, he connected deeper with his faith. He wasn't just a DJ anymore, he was Ras Moses. This duality, the hardcore lyricist and the spiritual Rastaman, made him magnetic. Then came 1997. Imagine a producer named Jeremy Harding creates a rhythm, an instrumental beat so infectious that it vibrates through the streets. Beenie Man hears it. He doesn't ask politely, he demands to be on it. The result was Who Am I, Sim Sima. That track didn't just become a hit, it became an anthem. It went gold in the United States. Suddenly, Beenie Man wasn't just a Jamaican star. He was in Newsweek magazine. He was on the Dancehall Queen soundtrack. He was sharing stages with everyone. By 1998, he signed with Virgin Records and released The Doctor. The late 90s saw him dominating American charts with Romy and the massive hit Girls Dem Sugar, featuring Maya. But let's pause and look at the psychology of success here. In Jamaica, to be called The Doctor means you are the one who prescribes the hits, the cure for a bad mood. He wasn't just playing music. He was healing the masses through vibration. He was also stacking accolades. Mobo Awards, Grammy nominations, it was all building to a head. And then came the year 2000. The album Art and Life, featuring the legendary Wyclef Jean and Arturo Sandoval, dropped. This wasn't a typical dancehall album. It was a fusion of genius. It was sophisticated, raw, and beautiful. And it won him the Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album. At the airport in Jamaica, his mother was in tears. Thousands greeted him like a hero returning from war. He had completed his wish list: a house, a BMW, and a Grammy. But for Beenie Man, this was just the opening act. Now, let's step inside the empire. As of 2026, Beenie Man's net worth is estimated to be $4 million to $4.6 million. Now, I know what you are thinking. $4 million sounds low compared to American rappers. But in the context of dancehall and the Jamaican economy, this is the treasure of a king. And it isn't just about cash in the bank. It is about assets, power, and influence. Let's go inside his kingdom. He owns a sprawling 8-bedroom mansion perched in the hills of Jamaica, a fortress with a view that overlooks the very streets that raised him. This isn't just a house, it is a compound. Inside that compound, you will find a garage that houses a fleet that would make a luxury dealer jealous. He rolls in a Mercedes-Benz CLS 500, sleek, powerful, and executive. When he wants to feel the wind, he hops on his Ducati 848 Evo, slicing through the Jamaican traffic. And when he wants to truly arrive, he steps out of his Bentley Continental. This isn't just transportation, this is a statement of sovereignty. He has a trophy room in his office at Shocking Vibes that houses close to 300 trophies. But there is a special enclosure, insured for over $1 million Jamaican dollars, that holds the Grammy. He learned from Shabba Ranks' misfortune, never leave your gold unprotected. But a king's life is never just about the glamour. The crown is heavy, and the jewels sometimes cut into the skin. Beenie Man's reign has been marred by deep controversy, specifically surrounding his lyrics about the LGBTQ+ community. In the early 2000s, protests erupted globally. He was pulled from the MTV Video Music Awards. He was stopped by police at Heathrow Airport in London. Concerts were cancelled in New Zealand, Belgium, and the Netherlands. Lyrics from his catalog were condemned for inciting violence. In response, he signed, or allegedly signed, the Reggae Compassionate Act, agreeing to stop performing homophobic material. But then he denied signing it. It was a confusing, tumultuous time. In 2012, he issued a statement, saying, "I have nothing against no one. I respect each and every human being, regardless of which race or creed, regardless of which sexual preference you are, including gays and lesbian people." He begged the public not to hold him to songs written a long time ago. However, interviews after that showed he was inconsistent, sometimes claiming he never apologized. This chapter is dark, and it shows the clash between cultural expression in dancehall and global human rights standards. It cost him millions in lost opportunities and alienated him from massive markets. It is a reminder that the king does not always rule in the way we wish he would. Through it all, his personal life has been a dancehall ballad of its own. He married singer Michelle D'Angel Downer on his birthday in 2006. It was a fairy tale. Within a year, they were separated. They divorced in 2011. Yet, in 2010, while separated, they released a duet, "You Are My First." Talk about complicated. He later had a high-profile relationship with politician Crystal Tomlinson, with whom he had a daughter, Zaya. That relationship ended in 2020. In total, Beenie Man is believed to have fathered 12 children, 12 heirs to the throne. And as of February 2026, when asked about wedding bells, he teased, "Wedding bells always in the making, but not this Valentine's, but very soon." So, there might be a new queen on the horizon. But what is Beenie Man doing in 2026? He is not resting. He is battling sickle cell disease, a condition that causes severe pain and cramps your foot, as he puts it. But he is not letting it stop him. In February 2026, he released a new single titled Immortal. The timing is perfect. With the AI video controversy swirling and a new generation questioning his relevance, he drops a track declaring that legends don't fade. He is working on a new album. He launched a dance competition with a $10,000 prize. He is in the studio, on the stage, and in the mix. He recently partied with Popcorn in the UK, celebrating his birthday in style with Ray and Nephew, decked out in a white suit, while a woman in carnival gear gyrates to slam. He is alive. He is vibrant. He is still the Doctor. So, we arrive at the final question. The question the reporter asked him in 2026 that he dodged with a laugh and a wave. The question that lingers in the air like smoke in a dance hall. If there is a video of Vybz Kartel crowning you, do you embrace it or deny it? He said, "I don't have a phone. I hear about it, but I have never seen it." But he is Beenie Man. He sees everything. The truth is, Beenie Man doesn't need a crown from anyone. He was crowned at Reggae Sumfest in 2009. He was crowned when he won 8 consecutive DJ of the Year awards. He was crowned when he held the microphone at 5 years old in Waterhouse. As he says in his new single, legends become immortal. But I want to know what you think. The dancehall throne, is it a lifetime appointment, or is it time for a new generation to rule? Who is the real king of dancehall in 2026? Is it Beenie Man, the immortal legend, or has the crown already been passed? I need your take in the comments. Type, "Long live the king," if you ride with Beenie Man, or drop the name of who you think holds the crown today. Your comment might just be the next chapter in this story. Until next time, respect the legends, because they are not just part of history, they are making it immortal.